All right, so I normally don't even brush it. It's like in the shower I'll do that. So the first step, and say hi if you're watching, because I can only see like a, what do you call, an eye at the top. It says 1. I don't even know like who's here. So if you're here, please tell me hi. I have my contacts in so I can see if something pops up. But all right, so here's the thing. One of my goals this year is to have my hair be healthier and happier and stuff. And I got fed up with like, I felt like I was super struggling with trying to do like natural hair care. And I don't know, something like snapped to me and I was like, I can't figure out what's going to work for me right now, and wound up just using my mom's shampoo one day at her house. And it's not like other products that I have that is clean, that shampoo. Like the first ingredient is actually the first ingredient that I worked on getting out of my house. But I was like exhausted of trying to like do my hair. So anyway, I started using it a couple months ago. The problem is that I have a lot of breakage now. My hair went from being like, it was happy at first because it was like, yay, all like the stuff that was there like came out, right? And then I started noticing it was like getting dry, and I was like, this is like not like okay, but I don't know what else to do. And I've tried products that like had said that they were more natural, when it turned out they reeked of fragrance. And I was like, I can't even, because it would give me a headache then, because I'm not used to fragrance anymore. My body's like, can't handle that synthetic stuff. I mean, it shouldn't, but we kind of get like, build a tolerance, I think, from exposure. So the first time anyway, I did this, I put it in like right here, like unicorn, because that's what I saw. But what wound up happening is I had like way too many like really short layers right here, or I don't know if you call them layers. So I'm not a hairdresser or a hair clinician, a hair stylist, a hair professional. Let's just say hair professional, because I don't know what like the technical good word for it is. So I found though if I put it in the middle, then I can still keep like longer layers, but it doesn't become ridiculously long. So anyway, this random reel popped up on my Facebook, and everything's like all dancing and stuff. Like nothing is, oh, I forgot. I'm talking and not paying attention. Nothing is really like about hair on my Facebook like algorithm. It's all like dancing and like stuff in Spanish. Well, this one hair video popped up, and this guy was talking about curly hair, and it was like perfect timing, right? 'Cause like a few weeks ago I saw this. I followed him on Instagram, and then last night in the middle of the night I had this like idea, oh my gosh, like all these like tiny hairs, because they're not new growth of hairs that I know of. It's breakage, because I'm using a shampoo that has oh my god, what is it? I just blanked out. I just say SLS. Let me say the whole word, because on bottles, like you'll just see SLS. I mean, the whole word. Sodium lauryl sulfate. After water. That's the first ingredient. After the water. So, sodium lauryl sulfate, like quick side tip, if you aren't aware, because I wasn't aware until somebody mentioned it to me. That's what is like a foaming agent. That is a chemical, a toxic chemical, that messes with your endocrine system, and also is really bad for your, like, just your skin and your hair and stuff. But it's in, like, almost everything you find on the shelves. It's crazy. So anyway, I found, like, this guy that's talking about curly hair. He said about this one line of products. And so I started looking at it, and I'm like, wow, it has, like, some really good ingredients. So I ordered it today, and when it comes, I'll, like, start trying it out. I mean, like, obviously you don't always see a result right away. But I can at least tell you, like, how, like, just by smelling it, how does it smell? Because when something says it has essential oils, you never know what you're going to get unless you, like, really know the company, because they're not regulated. So it could really be, like, some, like, fragrance grade essential oils. I don't know. So I'll let you know from the beginning, and then we'll see how my hand transforms. But anyway, enough talking. So I haven't cut my hair in a while. One thing he said, though, is, like, it's good to cut your hair every few months, because that helps it keep it healthy. So I'm like, okay, I haven't been doing that. let me do that, because as it's growing, I'll start noticing a change in how it's growing if I'm keeping it healthy. Because the something else he said was, when you start having like that, like the older hair at the bottom, when it starts like being dead, I don't know the technical words, it starts carrying up the shaft of your hair. So it's really good to keep trimming it, because it allows the healthy hair to stay healthy, and it doesn't like, it's kind of like when you have fungus on a strawberry and then it touches another strawberry and it keeps going. That's how it like goes up the shaft of your hair. So that's not his analogy. That was mine, because I'm a visual person. Anyway, so for my unicorn haircut, that for me, I put it in the middle. You can put it right here. I just like pick where I'm going to do it. And remember, I'm not a hairdresser. So hair professional. If you're a hair professional, please, I appreciate your tips, but don't like be mean to me and be like, what the hell are you doing? But this is what's worked for me. So I just like make a little thinner by pushing it. I don't know what to call it. I just start hacking away. Doesn't matter, because you're going to fix it anyway. Oh. I don't think I was really prepared for how much is going to... Well, there you go. There was a lot. Okay. That's it. Like, no worries. Like, it's not perfect, whatever. Because, hey, Sue. The next step is to divide it in 3. So I do it in 3 just because of how much hair I have. It's a lot thinner than it used to be. So in the old days, I probably would have sectioned it off into like 4 or 5 parts. Like probably like 5 parts. But I just need 3 now. I saw someone do this with straight hair. I saw someone do this with curly hair. I had done like a lot of like looking into this before I actually cut my hair the first time, and I almost like had a panic attack when I cut it, because I cut off a lot at the first time. Like it was like this much, and I was like, oh my god, did I just mess up my hair? And then when I finished, I was like, oh, it's not so bad. This is pretty good. I do have curly hair though, so just like a side note, if you've got straight hair, it might show more what, like, however you cut it. So, I'm like not a unicorn, I'm like a tricorn. But, I mean, the first time I did this, the kids like freaked out. They were like, when I first made the first cut, and I was like, oh no, I did it. Like, the reaction totally was like the hype man. Like, I felt like I messed up my hair so bad. So when I do it in like the 3rd then, now here, I fan it out a little bit like this. I'm going to make a mess here, but that way you can see. I'll go closer. And I just get like the stray hairs then that were like being weird. And now here's a trick that I learned from a hair professional online about not just cutting straight across, but to make it more forgiving. It's so if like there is something that's like not exactly the angle that you're looking for. I shouldn't talk with my hands and have scissors. Do you talk with your hands too? Because I almost did like a toddler move and like got myself. So to cut upwards. So that's what I do, because I have curly hair, so you like can't even see it anyway. So that's what I do. So it's not like a perfect line. And if for some reason it's looking kind of like crazy, this makes it look softer. That's the word I wanted to say. Softer. And I'll come back and check it out again, but grab a clip. Oh my goodness. These make me feel professional. Even though I am totally not. Like a heads up though, I said about my neighbor down the street when I was a kid told my mom to cut my hair. This is not how she cut my hair. Like my mom had to do like part and stuff, and I can't do that on myself. So I fan it out a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. Anything that's like random, get rid of it, and then I start going upwards. And I gotta tell you, you know when you're like a kid and you like imagine like you have like your play shop or something? I totally, like, the first time I did this, even now, like, when I do it, I'm like, the little girl in me is just like, oh, it's like I'm cutting hair for real. I mean, I am cutting hair. Just not a professional. And then, like, any stragglers, just get rid of. So this is really important. So one of the things that I learned when I was researching was you want to cut your hair when it's dry. If you cut your hair when it's wet, it like feels easier, right? Because it's more, if you have curly hair, it's like it's straight, right? And everything. But then the moment that you, like you're done and everything, it just like, it doesn't look as great as when you actually cut it when it was wet. And that was something then I saw also with I mean, if we went for a new hairstyle, it's something else. But with that guy that I told you about that I'm following on Instagram, I have to, if you have curly hair, let me know. And then I can send you a link to his handle. I mean, he does like, he's a curly hair kind of professional. Like, he's like super knowledgeable. But there's some of these tips that I think are really good for just anybody. And he's like really generous with all these tips. It's awesome. I don't know what I was telling you. I don't know. But tell me, do you have straight hair? Do you have curly hair? Is it wavy? If it is curly, do you like to make it straight? Do you blow it out? Because I just talked probably for like 5 minutes straight. So, how about your turn? What kind of hair do you have? I was really nervous the first time I did it too, because since it doesn't want to stay straight while I'm doing it, I'm like, what if I just take off the whole section by accident? And I have to tell you something else too. I was like, what if I cut myself because I'm talking and everybody watches me cut myself? So thank you for being my friend and family. And if we're not friends yet, well, welcome. This is how my brain works. Okay. And I'm just going to take these out real fast. And just take a look. It's going to look so crazy though when I like take it out initially. And after I wash my hair then, and it's like more curly again, then I can see if there's like any like random straggler pieces when I'm standing up with a mirror. It's like super helpful. So any weird stranglers, it might just be hair that I pulled and it was already loose, you know, and it was coming out. But just to be on the safe side, making sure it doesn't look too haggard. Sue said, I have long straight hair, but I tag my friend as curly hair. Oh, yes. And if she wants the link to the Instagram, I can totally help hook her up with that link to that guy, because I was like, I couldn't sleep last night with the full moon and stuff. Okay. My hair is like stuck because I have to wash my hair. I'm like, come on now, let's go. It looks kind of crazy right now because I brushed it, right? I don't know with the light if you can see. So the cool thing about this kind of like the cut, like if you put it in front first, you can do it in two parts. You could do the front first and then you can bring it back so the back end isn't as long. I saw someone that has a lot of long curly hair do it like that. There is a woman I saw has straight hair that she did that, right? And then she brought it behind her ears like in half and then checked out the ends, like the length of the ends. So what I do then, let's see. So we've got like our like staggered because of where I put it. I'm trying to see. So I don't know if you can notice, like it's almost like it reminds me of like a horse. I'm gonna say caballo. Talking to you in Spanish now. So it's almost like a horse. I feel like in the middle that there's always some that are like kind of like straggly. So what I do is I wait till I wash my hair, and then after I'm done washing my hair, then I go back and I take a look at this, and I'm like, how much do I need to take off? And I just grab it, and then I can't do it with one hand. I pull it around and just like doom 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 again. So the straight, and then I go up, and then that way it's a more soft look. Yeah, but that's how I cut my hair. And now after I wash my hair and like it's dry, I'll do a picture and I'll put it in the comments of here. I think I can do that. I'm not sure. But that way you can get a better idea, because when it's like frizzy because I like just cut it and I need to wash, it's like not the same. I actually was thinking about, I can get it in a ponytail. So I think I might actually make it even shorter around my face and do another one. Maybe I will. I think I will. I'm feeling brave today. What's the worst that can happen? It grows back? That's because I cut my hair a few times already, so I know it'll grow back. And I'm taking Sulfurzyme right now, all that Ningxia. So I got like good hair supporting things coming into my body. I got some like more natural shampoo coming my way. It's gonna get good. It's gonna be encouraged to grow. Yeah, it's so easy. It took this long, not just because, you know, I was talking the whole time. And it's hard for me. I'm thinking, where was it? It was about here. I want to cut off about 1 inch. It's hard for me to talk at the same time I do things. So just a reminder, that straight cut, and then I'm going upwards to make it more soft. And it's so crazy, like all of these hairs, they weren't there, you know, when I was using natural stuff. So, you know, we live and we learn. Sodium lauryl sulfate is not good for your body. It has so many things that it does to your body and your endocrine system. So the endocrine system, your hormones, control so much. It controls how you sleep. It controls your sleep. It controls your appetite. Let's take a look. Oh, I like that better. Still going in ponytail. Actually, I'm feeling brave. Let's do a little bit more. Sue said, Ningxia, Sulfurzyme, the collagen, mermaid spread. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do that. Thank you, Sue. I have, like, because I passed that recipe on to so many people for their hair, I will totally do that. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't think about doing that for myself. You know, like, it's funny, like, sometimes when we help people, we do all these things for other people and then forget about ourselves. That feels good. The blue personality that Let's Have Fun is taking over right now. And I'm so glad you're here, because I don't know if I would have done that just by myself. I probably would have been like, ooh, I think I'm going to mess it up. And then stopped. Okay. Oh, that's more fun. Look at that. Okay. Sorry. You couldn't see it. So, once I wash my hair, it'll show more. So, because my hair is curly, it'll go up more. But it'll frame my face better. So, I like that better. Okay.